What's up, guys? This is OJ Light, and I am here with another video. Um, did a chest and chest, shoulder, and tricep workout. Feeling pretty good. And I kind of wanted to, while I was doing this, the last few days, I think I've done something like this before. I wanted to talk about calories, right? And how easy it is in both ways to eat calories or to cut them out, right? So let me kind of give you like a little bit of a framework, okay? So the typical American lunch is some type of meat put between a piece of bread, so like a hamburger, hot dog, sandwich, Reuben. There's probably some other things I'm not thinking of. This is a pretty typical American meal. Usually comes with a side, a soft drink, and most people don't get dessert, but I'd say maybe 20%, 10 to 20% might get some sort of dessert with their lunch. Usually that's more of a dinner thing, but we'll throw that on here just to kind of, or we'll say that you can even say this is a dinner, right? We can even go with that, right? So if it's dinner, more likely dessert. If it's lunch, not so much, right? So I just the other day I was just thinking about this, and I'm just gonna read some calories off from a local hot dog place down the street. So let's just say dinner, and you're gonna get a dessert, right? So if you got a double cheeseburger, a large fry, a Coke, which if you eat in, you usually get a refill, and a piece of cake, that comes out to 2,780 calories. That's a lot. That one meal is more than most people need in a day, right? And just to kind of give you the breakdown, the double cheeseburger is 1,100. And this is from their own website. This is their calories. Large fry is 480. If you get a Coke with a refill, that's another 480. And the slice of cake is 720 calories. All right, so altogether that is 2,780 calories. Okay, that's a lot of calories. So let's just say, so that's a lot of calories. That's a lot. Now I made a lunch, right? I make lunches. And let me just kind of give you the comparison. Now this is if you make it, all right? So let's kind of keep the same formula. Main, piece of bread with some meat in it, side, a drink, and I'll even throw in the dessert for lunch, right? So let me give you the comparison, right? So let's say you make a ham sandwich, and this is a big ham sandwich, right? The ham sandwich is 790 calories, right? Versus the double cheeseburger, which is 1,100, all right? That's not too far off. I mean, it's like 300 calories, but it's the least off, okay? I'm going to give you, some of these are really good, right? Now, let's say you have carrots, all right? Let's use the side. Next, you have a side. You got carrots. That's what I got. I'll double the serving. Like 2 servings of carrots, right? I'll even show you. All right. See, we got the ham sandwich here. And we got the carrots here, right? Baby carrots, right? The carrots, 2 servings of carrots is 60 calories versus the large fry, which is 480 calories, right? Water is 0 calories, right? Versus the 480 of the Coke with a refill. And I even thought, hell, banana for a dessert, right? It's kind of sweet, banana, all right? Which is 136 calories versus the 720 for the slice of cake, right? So the total calories for the made, like you make it at home lunch, is 980 86 calories. We don't even break 1,000. We don't even break 1,000 calories, right, guys? We are, even if I take out the cake, I'll take out the cake, I'm still over 2,000. So the lunch you buy, or the lunch, the average American lunch, that is literally double the homemade lunch, right? And if you throw on the dessert, it almost becomes 3 times as much, okay? Not quite, but almost, right? So the difference between the two, and this is a big number, 1,794 calories with the cake. Without the cake, it's about $1,000 calorie difference, right? So the main thing I want to get out of this is, because really thinking about this, why people struggle with diet or eating well, and I kind of believe, and this is just me, I kind of believe we overcomplicate it. It's not like, we don't have, like, we have a formula. I'm talking about Americans. I'm not sure if the Europeans probably have something a little bit different, but Americans, we are trained since childhood. Basically, some type of sandwich. I mean, I know people don't consider a hot dog a sandwich, but it kind of follows the same idea, bread with meat in it. So, sandwich, side, soft drink, right? And if it's dinner, you might get a dessert, right? Some people get that at lunch, but we are trained since childhood to eat like that, right? That's the formula. Main, side, soft drink, right? So, I think most people try to, like, just get away from the formula, and I think that's mistaken. I think a better way to look at it is you try to make smart choices for what you put into the formula, right? Like the ham sandwich. Hell, you could probably get the double cheeseburger still, guys, and just have the carrots and the water, and you'd still be positive, right? But the point is, you gotta like think of the, like, now that you know how you're eating, just make smarter selections, right? Instead of French fries, have carrots. It doesn't have to be carrots. I like the carrots. Some people do celery. You could probably even do a protein bar. I mean, I know some people say protein bars are. You just gotta look at the calories, right? Like, if 480, that's a considerable amount. That's probably, for somebody under 200, that one large fry is 25% of their daily calories, or should be. You know what I mean? Could make up a quarter of their daily calories. And I think the other problem is when you eat this. Like, so let's say you have the fries and the Coke. They might be filling in the moment. Like, you feel full at the lunch, but within an hour or two, you're probably hungry again. But you've already blown, like, almost 1,000 calories on junk. So now it's like, well, do you starve yourself at dinner, or do you eat and keep going beyond your calorie intake for the day? I could really see how fast food, when people say they're empty calories, I kind of understand that, right? Plus, I've eaten this double cheeseburger fry. I don't really like Cokes, but I usually get tea. But the cake, I could really, like, I've eaten that before, right? I have eaten that before, okay? I usually, you feel bloated. You feel bloated, and you still eat later on. So, just kind of wanted to throw that out there for you guys, that eating well isn't about, like, breaking the system or the formula. It's just making smarter selections, right? So just kind of some food for thought. Do with it what you will. So that's what I got for today's video. I thought it was I was just kind of running the numbers. Like, I kind of was curious, and that's kind of what I came up with, guys. And like I said, this is just one meal. Some people eat breakfast and dinner. So you can see how, like, you could easily, I can see how people eating 4,000 or 5,000 calories a day. I really can see it. It's. I mean, I think McDonald's. I think I did this thing with McDonald's breakfast a while ago. I think it's like 1,500 calories. It's almost the day. It's almost the meal for the day itself. Okay. So I mean, if you have like a McDonald's breakfast, and then you got this, and then you got eat dinner. Yeah, I can see how you could be over 5,000 calories in a day. It's obvious. You can see it. Okay. And this ain't even talking, I'm not even talking about the quality of the foods. I'm not talking about insulin spikes, which slows down, you know, the fat burning process. I'm not talking about the cortisol, the leptins. That's a whole other thing that's going on. This is just on the calories, right? If you wanted to look at insulin, your insulin's probably going to be, no wonder like the majority of the country is going diabetic, right? So, anyways, guys, this is, I thought this was a good little monologue, good little thought on smart food selection. And I'm gonna try to I really want to try to eat homemade lunch or homemade meals. My dinner's always homemade, but I'm gonna try to up my lunches to homemade, and I want to see how quickly weight comes off, right? I want to see if how drastic it is. Anyways, guys, that's what I got. I'll see you guys on the next video, and peace out.